Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video, and today I'm doing a review of the Dark Eyes Doctor and Dalek. I can't remember the name of this one in particular, so we're just going to call him Dalek Dave. No, in the title of the video, hopefully it should be the right name of said Dalek. But yeah, it's kind of odd with this one because it's supposed to be set or based around the Doctor in the Garden of the Death, in the 8th Doctor Time War box set, Volume 2. Can't remember which episode specifically it was, as in like if it was 2nd or 3rd episode, but either way, yeah, he's in a sort of jumpsuit in that one. And then also they say that this sort of thing's set in the Time War, and then it's like, well, shouldn't he maybe have the Night of the Doctor costume? But then they just go with the Dark Eyes one. I don't mean it to sound like I'm complaining, it's just a bit funny and ironic, I think, if anything. But yeah, because, as I say, technically this isn't a Time War 8th Doctor, it's not an 8th Doctor in a jumpsuit, or in like a prison uniform sort of thing. It's the Doctor from the 8th Doctor from the Dark Eyes series, so yeah. Yeah, and because of that, a lot of people were wanting and or hoping that we'd get like a time controller-y Dalek. I'm fine with this Dalek, actually. But yeah, first of all, I want to go through the character of the Doctor, so we'll move Mr. Dalek over to the side. The main body of this figure, if you couldn't already tell, is just, and/or jacket, is the 9th Doctor's one sort of jacket, which is weird because on my one there is just a giant crack and line down the middle of this figure, which is a bit disconcerting. Then you've just got some nice sort of washed jeans, which you could just easily have painted the legs of the 9th Doctor figure. And then you've got these brown boots, which I'm fine with, to be honest. I also really like the way that this they've reused the 9th Doctor even. His coat, it really works actually really well for the Dark Eyes type costume. The head is, I want to say, kind of like the Night of the Doctor one, I can't remember, but it's a decent enough likeness to Paul McGann, and I like the fact that the hair is quite sort of nicely sculpted and patterned and whatnot. But yeah, he has like one of his hands sculpted in a manner where you could have one of the sonic screwdrivers, and that unfortunately doesn't come with the Dark Eyes sonic screwdriver, which is a really big shame, I think. But again, it'll probably be cost. And then you've got like just a white t-shirt underneath, which I don't know if that's 100% screen accurate, or audio accurate, if you can even be accurate about something that was non-visual. But it's not too noticeable because most of the coat is over, obviously, that. And it's just insane that we even have a Dark Eyes Doctor, like, officially, because up until this point, really the only way you would have got one is if you watched Batman Match's video on how to customise your own. But yeah, as I say, the boots are really nice, and it is just a really nice figure to add, a nice variant. It's kind of funny, I was thinking about this, how the 8th Doctor has the comic book one, the 1996 TV movie one, Night of the Doctor, this one, and then there's like another version of the Night of the Doctor one where he's like more bloodied up. And that. So there's like 4 or 5 different versions of the 8th Doctor, even though he was only on screen like twice, so it's kind of bonkers, really. But yeah, I really do like that sort of costume, and as I say, it works. They've reused something that really works, and that. But yeah, moving on to the Dalek, we'll move Mr. 8th Doctor over there. Onto the Dalek, it's sort of silver painted for the most part, like the spheres, as well as the sort of band around the Dalek midsection and the dome. I'm not 100% sure if the dome is supposed to be kind of weathered. My one does seem to be a little bit weathered, which is a bit odd, because that's what the Dalek Scientist one with the War Doctor was like. But yeah, I really like the sort of dark blue, I'm not going to lie, and the silver, they really pop, like it makes it feel like it's an actual tank, which is the idea they're going for. As usual, the eye stalk moves up and down. The plunger and or manipulator arm moves up and down and left and right, as does the extermination gun. Exterminate gun. And then it's got 3 wheels on the bottom, so you can move him all around. Now, they have taken as well quite a bit of liberty with this Dalek in particular, because I don't think, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, I think in the Garden of Death they'd never really described this Dalek, and so Big Finish worked with character options, or they worked closely together to just sort of brainstorm a sort of colour scheme for this one. And again, I think it kind of works, and it's kind of eerie as well to see a Dalek alongside a Doctor have a similar, for lack of a better term, paint job and paint scheme as the Doctor's costume. It's like this Dalek in particular is mocking the Doctor, you know, and unfortunately on my one, on one of the band's rings around the top, there seems to be a bit of a scuff there, or a bit of silver paint, or it might have got a little bit damaged there, which is a little bit annoying, but again, overall it's really nice. It's really sort of cool to have another Dalek to the collection, as well as a variant of the 8th Doctor. So now I've got 3 8th Doctors in the collection, so yeah. I think it's a must-have, really, for most fans, I think. If you're a big fan of Big Finish, then this is obviously a must-have purchase, because it is the definitive sort of really popular variant costume and that of a series that is highly regarded by most Big Finish fans, which is Dark Eyes. And then you get a cool variant of a Dalek and an army builder. And yeah, I think it's well worth the price of like 20 quid, I think. And that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Comment. Oh, well, actually, as well, I think McGann, or the 8th Doctor's articulation, is quite standard as well. Before I forget, his is sort of not too dissimilar, practically similar, if not the same, as the 9th Doctor action figure. Because again, it is very similar and based off that figure. So unfortunately, it's not as advanced in terms of its articulation. If you are more wanting to be able to put him in a lot of fairly dynamic poses, like say a War Doctor figure, then you might not be able to. But other than that, it is still a really good sort of Big Finish representation of a Big Finish story, and yeah, it's pretty interesting, pretty insane that we've got Dark Eyes, the Dark Eyes Doctor, so or the Doctor from Dark Eyes even. So yeah, thanks for watching, comment, rate and subscribe.